Hey YouTube, it's day 4. So Friday night, I got the rundown. It was about 7:30, 7:40. They started on my BA, which is beautiful. Um, and they worked on me for an hour and a half. They repositioned me for 2 hours and then did my SRS for 7.5. So I was in that operating room for a long time and my feet were up in stirrups for a long time. So that gets me to my recovery. I open my eyes Friday night at what I believe was just about 10:30, and I swear to God, just like this, there's a nurse next to me that I didn't see because all hazy. I'm like looking at the clock like this going, where the fuck did that day go? And she goes, honey, you just got a vagina. I go, yeah. She goes, that doesn't just get placed in there. That takes a while, and your doctor was amazing. I'm like, oh, thank God. And I just put my head back down and woke up probably about another 20 minutes later when they wheeled me up to this room. That was Friday. So I've been in this room Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and now Tuesday on this bed, which hopefully Sarah has enough pictures of me in this bed for me to post. It's not a bad looking room, I'm going to move you around a little bit. I've got a great view of Lakeview or Wrigleyville, whatever you want to call it out there. Really big window. And there's a story about this window I'll talk about right now. Boredom is one of the biggest, most ridiculous things that you go through with this. And I was so bored yesterday. At one point you're faced with watching 12 hours of one show, Law and Orders, or 12 hours of the CSIs. And I said, oh, let me just lower it right around noon as I had a downtime. And I'm looking out the window, and O'Hare must be in that direction because I'm counting aircraft. 74 airplanes go by. And then right around the time when I start to doze, so I'm counting aircraft instead of sheep, I close my eye, I hear boom. And no one's going to be able to make it out. But right on that big pane window, midway, there's a big blood streak from a poor little birdie that had hit that. And I don't know what happened to it. It's just a blood streak, and I'm on the 5th floor, so I didn't hear a thump. And that was it. So, I got the 4 days out of the way and talked about the boredom. When I woke up, the most painful thing about my whole operation was the legs being in the stirrups. My outside of my 2 calves felt like they were clamped in a vise, and the outsides of both feet, the pinky toes to the top of the foot, were numb. They still are, and they're coming back, and that was one of those byproducts of just being in the stirrups. First day, my breasts hurt like a bitch, so much more than down here. And I took the morphine for them, and I really shouldn't have. I've started doing my exercises to gain mobility, icing them down, and pushing them back in place. Took the morphine more or less to get some sleep, but when you take morphine, it's different than taking Vicodin or Percocet. It's a push of this little button over here, and then for like 20 minutes, I guess, you'll be talking to someone, you'll pass out for about 20 to 40 minutes and wake up again. So that was the way I got sleep the first 2 days. And yes, I asked the doc, I said, could I come off that? And he said, yes, please. And now I got to drink my own water all the time. It's part of the deal. I got pills. The way Vicodin works, if you come in, you get a Vicodin, and bam, the pain goes away, and you could sleep for a few hours straight through at a time. So I like the difference. Plus, you could hold off on the Vicodin a little bit more and let the pain come to you, so at least you know what your limitations are. Because if you numb all your pain like you're doing with the morphine, you might do something that you shouldn't be. So the way I'm taped up is kind of like in a V, like that, with all this packing in here. And there's something about that round and about that long It's 6 inches inside of me, keeping everything together. Instead of having packing in there, there's a dilator in there. No one's going to see it. This isn't some kind of an erotic show. I'm just talking about the procedure my doctor does. There's a lot of doctors that get you up when walking after 48 hours, and there's doctors that do this. I've talked to girls that have gone to both, and really, whatever doctor you pick is usually the best one. Because you've gone through the painstaking time of trying to figure out who's going to be yours. And I went through this time trying to figure out who was going to be mine, and I love this guy. So, that packing and everything, that dilator I thought was coming out today. It's coming out tomorrow, but still, it's coming out tomorrow. So tomorrow it's going to be that. My urethra is going to have the catheter taken out of it. It's going to be try to pee day, learn to dilate day, all that stuff. And I have Sarah on a mission to find me a hand mirror. So I'm here today in this room again, more coherent. It sounds like my voice is a little bit less than what my actual strength is. And I think it's because I'm trying to change it little by little, but I'm not as weak as I sound. There is pain associated with this, and it could be excruciating at times, but it's not a 10, it's more like a 5. And if I could say it to my therapist that's already been here and my kids, I'll say it to you. Every damn second of this has been worth it. And even though I haven't seen it yet, I know it's there. I know it's there. I know it's there. I can't wait to see it unveiled. YouTube, thanks for following me on this journey. If there's any questions that any of you have to ask about this, about my hospital stay, about pain, about anything, throw them into the comments for this and I'll answer them in the next video. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.